All right, let's finish this assembly up. We got to bring in a hex nut, and the one in the textbook um, gives you the sizes of it, and it's a narrow nut. It shows it to be a 9 millimeters thick, but it only shows a chamfer on one side, and that's indicative of a jam nut, but a 16 millimeter diameter jam nut is not manufactured that way. Larger than 16s are flush on one side, but chamfered on the opposite side. So we're just going to roll with a jam nut and go with it. So we're going to go to our content center, and you want to navigate here in fasteners, nuts, hex nuts, and scroll down till you find chamfered bottom. No, that's not the one. That was one that I was checking out. Hex jam nut metric. That's what we want. And go OK. And it's an M16. So we'll go OK. And then we'll pop it in there. And you can measure this one if you would like. It's 8 millimeters thick, but it is chamfered on both sides, but we will live with it. Now let's place this with a rigid joint. And you're just going to have to be careful of where you're grabbing. So we want to grab the outer edge of the chamfer, the internal threads there. And then here, we want to make sure we get the outside edge of the frame. Now we want to align it, one of the faces of the nut, with a vertical surface of something, and go OK with that. And what that will do is it will orient it so that in our front view, we see three faces of the nut. Now, in traditional 2D drafting, when you draw a nut, it doesn't matter what view you're drawing it in, you draw three faces of a hex nut if you're looking at it from the side. Well, with solid modeling, you can't do that. So you pick your predominant view and you orient it so that it appears this way. Because if we look at it from the top view, it looks like a square nut. Okay. So we just got to live with it. So you pick your predominant view, and that's the way you orient it. And of course, from the side, the points will be up and down. Okay, so that's finished our assembly. If you have any doubts, go to your degrees of freedom and check things out. The only thing I've left rotationally free are the washers. You could certainly lock those down if you would like. And that's kind of it. Save, oh yeah, in here, iProperties. The title should be Belt Tightener. Belt tightener. Awesome. And that will finish up the modeling part, and we will move into the drawings next.